Sabalenka, Gauff, Pegula, Paolini. The case for each in Wuhan's Final Four. The sun sets over the glittering skyline of Wuhan, its fiery reflection dancing off the Yangtze River as thousands of tennis fans gather under the steel arc of the Optics Valley International Tennis Center. The hum of anticipation fills the evening air. Four women stand at the edge of destiny: Aryna Sabalenka, Coco Gauff, Jessica Pegula, and Jasmine Paolini. Each is a different story. Each has carved a unique path to the semifinals of the 2025 WTA Wuhan Open. And yet, their roads intersect here, at the crossroads of pressure, power, and purpose. For some, it's about redemption. For others, it's about legacy. But for all, it's about proving that greatness isn't a single match or title, but a journey that demands heart, hunger, and evolution. Let's break down the four remaining warriors, and a compelling case for why each could be the one to lift the Wuhan crown. Aryna Sabalenka, the Iron Queen reforged. When Aryna Sabalenka walks on the court, she brings with her a storm, a relentless force of muscle, emotion, and will. The world number one doesn't just play tennis. She declares war. Wuhan has always suited players who strike hard and fast, who dominate with aggression rather than patience. It's no coincidence that Sabalenka looks most alive here. Her forehand, as a thundering weapon capable of ripping through any defense, echoes across the hard courts like artillery fire. A year of reinvention. After a turbulent start to 2025, marked by coaching changes and off-court noise, Sabalenka has rebuilt her foundation piece by piece. What's changed isn't her power, but her patience. Her ability to channel chaos into calculation has been the defining transformation of her year. When she beat Qin Wenjung in a quarterfinal thriller, 7-5, 4-6, 6-2, she showed precisely that balance. Heavy strikes blended with composed point construction. Gone are the days of self-destruction mid-match. This is a Sabalenka who breathes, resets, and believes. "I'm learning not to fight the match," she said in her post-win interview. "I'm learning to flow through it." The tone was measured, confident, the voice of a champion who's faced her demons and found her rhythm again. Why she could win it all. Sabalenka's case is simple. She's the best in the world when she's in control. Her serve is peaking, averaging 9.3 aces per match this week, and her return game has been sharper than ever. Add to that her fierce competitive drive and recent dominance against both Gauff and Pegula, and it's easy to see why the bookies have her as the top favorite. If she lifts the trophy in Wuhan, it will not just be another line in her resume. It will be the exclamation mark on a season where she redefined what power with purpose looks like. Coco Gauff, the fire in the future. If Sabalenka is the storm, Coco Gauff is the spark that ignites it. At just 21, Gauff has already achieved what many chase for a lifetime: a Grand Slam title, multiple WTA 1000 crowns, and a global fan base that spans continents. But what sets her apart isn't her resume, it's her resolve. The Wuhan awakening. Gauff's journey to the semifinals hasn't been easy. After a grueling U.S. summer, she entered Wuhan with whispers questioning her stamina and shot selection. But match after match, she silenced every critic. Her straight sets demolition of Laura Siegemund, 6-0, 6-3, was a masterclass of maturity. A performance built on controlled aggression, improved serving, and brilliant baseline coverage. She followed that up with an assertive victory over the feisty Jasmine Paolini in the quarters, setting up yet another deep run on Asian soil. "I'm not chasing perfection," Gauff told reporters. "I'm chasing growth." That statement sums up her evolution. The young prodigy who once played with nervous energy now steps onto the court with a quiet command. Why she could win it all. Gauff's biggest weapon right now isn't her forehand. It's her intelligence. Her ability to adjust mid-match, absorb pressure, and turn defense into offense has turned her into one of the most complete players on tour. Her physical fitness is unmatched, and under the lights of Wuhan, her speed turns defense into theater. If she can keep her serve percentage high, hovering near 75% on first serve this week, she's nearly untouchable. And emotionally, she's in a zone of peace. No distractions, no doubts, just the joy of competition. If Gauff takes Wuhan, it'll be more than a title. It'll be a statement that the next decade of women's tennis belongs to her. Jessica Pegula, the silent assassin. In a tournament defined by flash and fire, Jessica Pegula stands out by being the quietest killer in the draw. No outbursts, no drama, no theatrics, just pure, calculated execution. Pegula's style is what analysts like to call workmanlike, but that term doesn't do justice to her precision. She reads the court like a chess grandmaster, predicting angles, controlling rallies, and grinding opponents into frustration. Steady as a rock. The Americans' route to the semifinals was classic Pegula, a 3-set win over resurgent Naomi Osaka, followed by a measured takedown of Beatriz Haddad Maia. She doesn't overpower. She outlasts. She doesn't dazzle. She dissects. "I just like playing clean tennis," she said after a quarterfinal win. "If I stay steady, I know I can beat anyone. That's not arrogance. That's belief born from consistency." Pegula's 2025 season has been her most balanced yet. With deeper runs at every major and a growing comfort on Asian hard courts, she's established herself as a dependable disruptor. Why she could win it all? Pegula's biggest advantage? Match IQ. When everyone else is throwing haymakers, Pegula's playing chess. Her tactical discipline could prove decisive if her semifinal opponent starts overhitting. Gauff plays to evolve. Pegula plays to control. Paolini plays to survive. Each approach carries its own beauty, its own danger. And as the Wuhan lights blaze down on the hard court, it's not just about who hits harder. It's about who believes deeper. Because in moments like this, belief is everything. Predictions and betting odds. The bookmakers have spoken, but the court always has the final word. Gauff's rising poise, Pegula's quiet control, Sabalenka's fierce dominance, and Paolini's fearless fight all point to semifinals that could go the distance. Expect long rallies, emotional moments, and perhaps even a shock upset. If Gauff and Sabalenka meet in the final, it could be the match that defines the Asian swing. Youth versus might, balance versus aggression, patience versus thunder. Epilogue. The echoes of greatness. By the time the Wuhan Open Trophy is lifted, one of these 4 women will etch her name into tennis history. But the echoes will last far beyond the final ball. Because this isn't just another tournament. It's a statement of how far women's tennis has evolved, a showcase of diversity, power, resilience, and artistry. Whether it's Sabalenka's roar, Gauff's rise, Pegula's precision, or Paolini's passion, one truth remains constant. The future of women's tennis is not just bright, it's electric. As the lights dim in Wuhan, the crowd will remember this week not just for the champions crowned, but for the emotions stirred, for players, for stories. One dream, and somewhere between power and poetry, the new chapter of the WTA begins. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.